In this video, we are going to be going over cases. First, let's define what a case is. A case is a representation of an overarching issue that you're working on with a client. So that could be housing, food security, financial assistance, and so on. So we're here in Wayne's contact, and we're going to go up here to New Client Case. So we'll go in here and fill out all the information, and then once this case is created, we'll go back into it and add further details. So let's say Wayne came in person to Beacon Hill, and he is looking for housing. All right, down here, we're going to put in housing. So you have a couple different options here for status, but we're going to put in progress since this is going to be a case that we are going to start working on. So we'll go ahead and hit save. Okay, so here is our case for Wayne that we just created, and now let's go into it to add some further details. All right, so you can see up here, this is a case number. Again, our contact is Wayne. And then here is the information that we entered. Up here is the CFSA survey, which we will go over in another video. But if you want to fill out that survey for Wayne, you would do that here. So let's say, for example, your administrator is inputting this information and it's actually going to be a different case manager working this case. You can hit new, and then there's actually a way for you to assign that to somebody in your organization. But for now, we'll just keep this in progress because I'm going to be the case manager working with Wayne. Reason for case, I can go in here and edit any of it. And let's say right here, I wanted to add more details to this. So we can say Wayne has a wife named Sherry and a son named Bobby. They are looking for a 3-bedroom apartment and have a housing voucher. All right, let's save that. Okay, so right up here, we've got a few items, and we're going to call this our case log. So we have interactions, referrals, resources distributed, and goal, email, new task. So we're going to go over each of those real quick. So an interaction is any interaction that you have with the client. Let's say there was that initial walk-in by Wayne to talk about his need for housing. And then the next day, let's say he calls to give you an update. So we're going to click create new. All right, he called us on the phone. It's the next day. Okay, so we're going to say that Wayne called to let us know that they found a place but are on the waiting list. And let's say that took 5 minutes. And that's Wayne's contact. So we're going to go ahead and save that. Okay, so there is our interaction that we just created. And if you need to change something in that, just click on it and you can edit any of this information. So let's say Wayne called again and told us that they were having problems with their landlord. So we'll go here. It's another phone call. Say that was like a week later. So we're just going to document that interaction that we had with Wayne. Say that took 10 minutes, and we're going to go here and save. So say we have 20 interactions as we are working this case with Wayne. You will see all those here, who created them, and again, can go in there and edit. All right, so now let's say we want to refer Wayne to an outside organization. So let's see, we'll go down here to housing. Let's say we are referring him to Cook Inlet Tribal Council. And then we're going to make our note here. Sent Tracy at CITC an email asking for housing assistance for Wayne and his family. And best practice would be to actually copy and paste that email directly into this referral notes section. That way it's all in this contact and in this case, and you don't have to go searching for it in your inbox. And it also is available for anyone else that is referencing this case. Going to go ahead and hit save, and then we will see that in our case log area right there. And again, you can add as many referrals as you want. and they will all show up in this right-hand side. We're going to jump over here real quick, a little out of order, but let's say you had that referral, sent an email to Tracy, and you want to make yourself a note or a reminder to follow up on that email. So we're going to go over here to tasks, and we're going to create a new task. We'll hit other, and let's say we want to follow up with her in a couple days. So we're going to put Wayne's contact. This is the case we're working. Looks like this is all auto-populated. We're going to go in progress, and we're going to hit save. So here's our task, and you have to actually go into it to add your details. So I'm going to go in here and say, follow up with Tracy at CITC on Wayne's housing assistance. Okay, we're going to go down here to save. And then when you go to your home page, you will see that task that we just created. Let's say you follow up and close that box with Tracy. You'll just go in here and hit completed. This is a great way for you to remind yourself of certain things you need to follow up on or tasks that you need to complete. Okay, so we're going to go back to that case, and we left off with creating that referral. We jumped over to that task, but now we're going to go to resources distributed. Let's say that we gave Wayne some information on housing assistance. Another example could be you gave diapers to a family. Ours was flyer on housing assistance. Okay, that quantity was 1. Dollar value is not required, but we're going to put 0. And he came, we gave that to him in person on that date. Okay, so we're going to save. And there is that resource distributed right there that we just created. Again, if you want to know more details, you would have to go into it, and you can see everything here. So we're going to go back, and then we're on to more, and we're going to hit goal. Okay, so our goal area is housing, and the goal name here would be looking for 3-bedroom apartment near school. Their readiness to change is extremely ready, so we're going to put 10. Goal date starts today. Just waiting on moving up the housing list. And we will save that. So you will see all that here. And another thing is everything we are creating, you can actually scroll down and get a little better picture of it. And then we're going to go over here to email. And this will automatically populate your email that's on file for you as the user, and then Wayne's right here. For whatever reason, it won't let you manually put in an email here. So you need to make sure that in Wayne's contact, you have an email listed for him, and it'll automatically populate that. So we could say housing updates, and then we can write a little email to him. How is everything going with the apartment hunt? You can add photos and attachments, and then you would hit send. So we got the good news that Wayne and his family found an apartment. So we're going to go here, and let's say that Wayne emailed us to tell us the good news, and that was on November 3rd. Got an email from Wayne sharing the good news that they found a place. And good practice would be to copy and paste that email right into this description box in case, for example, Wayne comes in 6 months down the road and says he's never been to Beacon Hill and is looking for housing assistance. You can go back and look at your records and have that exact email here in his file, and you don't have to go looking in your inbox to find it. So we'll say we spent 5 minutes, and we'll go ahead and save that. Okay, so let's go down to our goal. So we're going to go in here and edit our goal notes, and you're going to want to just add to these notes. So to do that, we'll just add the date that this goal was created, and then let's say it's been a couple weeks and they found a place. And we're going to go here and save. Okay, so we opened this case on housing for Wayne. We put in all of our interactions that we've had with him over our time. We referred him out to CITC. We distributed some resources. We put in there his goal for housing. We sent him an email. We added our task for us to follow up with Tracy. Now that everything is done with this case, we're going to close it out and we're going to go down here to status and we're going to hit closed. And if you try and save it, you will get an error message. And that is because when you hit closed, this window down here at the bottom of the page pops up, reason case closed. It's going to be a drop down. You could put any one of these, issue resolved, assistance no longer needed, and then we'll save from here. So we'll go back here to Wayne's contact. You could see that case, and instead of in progress, it now says closed. You can create as many cases as you want, and again, the more information, the better for reporting purposes.